Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fellow Wizards fans, it's a special day today. We have the NBA lottery. We're back. Another year, another lottery session, another dash of hope, another chance at relevancy, another grasp of hope of getting the number one pick. Today we come together once again in preparation that at the number one spot, the Washington Wizards name will be called. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope everybody's having a good night. 8 o'clock. You guys will know what time that means. What's going on, everybody? David, Matt, Biggie, what's going on? Nell, what's up? Kevin, what's going on, my boy? David, Mari, David. Top 5, Biggie said. Kevin said this draft is loaded, so I really don't care where we land. Nell, you said I'll take number 3. Yeah. It's so to look at the odds and all that to get that out of the way. Looking at the odds. Let me pull up my. You have the Wizards are currently 8th. They have the 8th best odds. They lost the coin flip with the Pacers. So even though it says tied, they had a coin flip. The Pacers won. So the Pacers have the 7th best odds. The Wizards have the 8th best odds. The difference is like a 0.1%. It's a 0.1% difference from the 7th to the 8th, but it could be one more combination. Basically, the Pacers have one more combination of getting the number 1 pick or getting into the top 4 as opposed to the Wizards. They have like one more combination. So to start it off, the Wizards is a less than 0.0 whatever chance to get 12. So if the Wizards got 12, something just went wrong. Now, there's an opportunity and a chance that they get the 11th spot. Now, this is either going to be a really good night, an exciting night, a terrific night. You don't even got to be number 1. If they get top 4, that's a terrific night. That's an exciting night. A night everybody's happy because that's top 4. It's either going to be an indifferent night. Maybe they end up at 8. You know, they got the 8th best odds. They end up at 8. You know, you're indifferent. You can continue to look at guys who you think may be there at 8. You know, nothing really changes. Or it's going to be a devastating night. A terrible night. Where they go backwards. 9th pick. 10th pick. 11th pick. Something weird like that. That's a devastating night. Because not only do you not jump up, your luck is so bad that you drop lower than where you originally was projected to go. So, 12 spot, 12 spot, unlikely, very unlikely, highly unlikely. 11th spot, very unlikely. 10th spot, there's a chance, just like there's a 6% chance they jump to number 1. There's a 6% chance that they end up at 10. So I would say unlikely. Just like it's unlikely they get to number 1, I'd say unlikely they end up at 10. So 12, highly unlikely. 11, very unlikely. 10, unlikely. 9, now that's a 31.1% chance. They can either go 9 or they can go 8. So likely. There's a likely chance that they end up with the 9th pick in the draft. It's very likely. Not very likely, but a likely chance. And then you have the 8th spot, 32.9, basically 33% chance that they end up at 8 with the 8th best odds. Very likely. It's a very likely chance that they end up at 8 or that 9 spot. So if they end up at 9, that'll suck. If they end up at 8, that's where they were originally projected to go. Now, if they avoid 12, 11, 10, 9, and their name is not called at 8. That means your Washington Wizards have now jumped into the top 4. If the Washington Wizards name is not called at that 8th spot, we top 4 bound, baby. And at that point, you playing with house money. Who cares where you go? Top 3, top 4, you're in the top 4 when you should have been 8 or lower. 4th place in the draft, 7.8% chance. So, I mean, unlikely. Higher you get, the lower percent chances. 3rd, 7.4, 2, 7%, and then number 1, 6.7% chance. Unlikely. But all you gotta do is hope the balls fall in the right way, I guess, or get sucked up in the vacuum the right way. You never know. The event starts at 8 o'clock on ESPN, and then at 8:30 or 8:40, whatever, because NBA games don't ever start on time. You'll have the Lakers and the Nuggets playoff game. So 8 o'clock, I'll be tuned into ESPN with the volume on so we can hear. And hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully. What's going on, Chris? Kevin said, if not one, I want the Thomas twins or Black. The most popular guys I've been hearing for the Wizards is Anthony Black. Obviously, he's a lot of Wizards fans' top guy, Anthony Black. You got guys like Cason Wallace, who's another big name as well. Now, if you get into that top 4 range, if you end up at 4 or 3, then you're looking at Amen Thompson. Or is it? I'm sure. I feel like it's Amen. I don't know if it's Amen. I feel like it's Amen. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't know. One of the Thompson twins. But before I get into that, I have a donation bar. If you want to donate, maybe that'll help the luck of the Wizards getting the number 1 pick. But, like the video. If you haven't liked it already, you can donate. If you want to donate, got a few members in here. Kevin, Chris, I appreciate y'all for staying membered up. And hopefully we just have a good, fun night. And not a night where we're upset. Hopefully. No, so you said, LOL, we get 9. Very likely. Zaytoven, you said, let's just drive the 3-point shooter and put it on Denny. Mari said, Scooter bust. Davey said, for the love of God, no more Denny's. Teaser said, all this hype for the pick 10. Very possible. Davey said, we need another Diddy. Don't know about that. Davey said, keep our fingers crossed for number 1. Taylor has got to stop being cheap and grease some palms. Yeah, it's a couple things that happened today, too. Joshua Robbins and David Aldridge dropped the article on The Athletic. Basically said, I'll go over that, too, since we got time. Davey said, what's up? That's old. I said that. Kevin said, can you imagine if we get Victor next to KP? Only thing I would worry about that is the perimeter defense. Because I don't know if you would put Victor at the 5 and then you have KP at the 4. Only thing I would be worried about is defensively, the perimeter defense. Because, for instance, like the Timberwolves with Cat and Gobert, the 3-point defense wasn't really the best there. Wasn't really the best. But who knows? I wouldn't mind. Who knows? Why not? Maggie said, I want Whitmore so bad. Cam Whitmore is my number 1 guy. I don't think if the Wizards stay at 8 or at 9, I don't think he makes it there. I love Cam Whitmore. He's obviously not my number 1 if the Wizards are in the top 4. But for where the Wizards are at, if they end at 8, I doubt he makes it to 8, but he's my number 1 guy. Last year, my number 1 guy was Benedict Mathurin. He didn't make it to 10. He didn't make it to 10, sadly. But Benedict Mathurin was my number 1 guy last season. Chris, you said Victor says Scoot top 2 lock. Agreed. I mean, maybe Brandon Miller pops up at number 2. Possibly Brandon Miller. But I could see Scoot going 2. But we all know Victor's going 1. Izzy, what's going on with you? CJ, what's going on? Nelsie said we picked 10. I'm gonna laugh so hard. Bro, I'm gonna be very sick, actually. I'd be very sick. I'd be a sick human being if the Wizards somehow ended at 10. Because how fitting. How fitting. Kevin said KP and Victor would be a very good front court and KP can mentor him. Biggie said, what do you think about trading for Chris Paul? The Chris Paul stuff. I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it. You could still draft a point guard. Like you can still draft an Anthony Black or a Cason Wallace. You can still draft one of these guys. Um, that doesn't mean, you can do that and have a guy like Chris Paul come and mentor them. What better mentor to have at the point guard position than a Chris Paul for a season? Even if it's just for a season. So I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't necessarily hate it. It wouldn't be a move that I'm flipping the desk over angry about. I wouldn't mind. Obviously, he's past his prime. He's at the, later stages of his career. But you could still pick up a point guard and have him back up Chris Paul. And have him as a mentor for a season. I wouldn't hate it. Kevin said I want Trae Young. Trae Young's my main target, just like Miles Turner. I just don't see the Hawks giving up on Trae Young and moving him. I don't see it. I know they had like things popped up about it. I just don't see it happening. I'd be shocked if they got rid of Trae Young. Like, I know there's been some noise from time to time, but I'd really be really surprised if they actually pulled the trigger on that. CJ, you say Victor would change the franchise if we get number one. Yeah, if we get number one, I'm going to be on here speaking French. I promise you I will. Now, you said, would you want Harden if he opts out? I'm not really sure. I would have to think about it. I don't know. Harden, as we saw in game 1 against the Celtics, James Harden can still give you numbers. I don't know where he went the rest of that series, but with no Joel, he was doing his thing in game 1. I don't know what happened after that. But I don't know. I'd be more open to Chris Paul for a season than I don't know about Harden. Not sure. Beji said, got my John Wall jersey on for good luck. Yeah, I definitely got the John Wall jersey on right now. Obviously the Wizards got lucky to get John Wall. So I gotta have the John Wall jersey on for tonight. I think I had it on last stream for the lottery, where we ended up at 10. Nelsie said, think Bill will finally ask out this year. Doubt it. I'd be surprised. I think Bradley Beal wants to get that scoring record for the Wizards. I think he wants to get that scoring record before he does anything as far as leaving. I'd be surprised if he wanted to leave. I really would. Izzy said, I got my signed KP jersey for good luck. A signed KP jersey? That's sweet. I need me a signed KP jersey. CJ, you said Dylan Brooks. I think I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know. I truly don't know. Biz, you said, also, did you see Adam Silver's comments on John Morant? No, I actually didn't. I know I seen the reports, but if he just said something like today, or if they're talking about it right now on TV, no, I haven't seen it. But I know he's probably going to get suspended for a decent amount of time. He's going to miss a decent amount of the season next season. I definitely know he's going to miss a good amount of the season next season. So, I mean, I don't know. He got some stuff he got to work on. But once again, I appreciate 30 of you guys being in here. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure to like it. I don't really have a like goal. I guess 20 likes. I don't know. 20 likes is 15, 20 likes. A like goal? I don't know. I don't ever do like goals. So if you want to like the video, go ahead and do that. If you want to send in a donation, I got a little Wizards #1 pick donation bar if you want to do that and donate. Like I said, shout out to my members that's in here. I know I haven't been streaming that much, so thank you for still being members. So shout out to y'all. Chris, you said Chris Paul is bad luck, can't win with him. It's a couple guys, man, that is. Oh no, Chris Paul. I don't know if he ever gonna get there, man. I don't know. Kevin said, can you fire West during the lottery? Like, there are so many coaches out there that will be great hires, like Monte and Nick. There's a lot of coaching talent out right now, but I mean, Ted Leonsis has said that he wants Wes Unseld Jr. to be the coach, and that's the coach. He's representing the team at the podium right now, for tonight. So I doubt they have him up there representing the team and he leaves. So, or not leaves, but they fire him. I'm not sure. That's why I said I don't know as far as the GM thing. I don't know how much power. Like right now, I'm pushing for Bob Myers. Woj say he's taking a couple weeks to think over what he wants to do. So I definitely think the Wizards are an option. We've seen multiple reports saying the Wizards are like a real possibility for him. So if Bob Myers chooses to leave Golden State, I think Washington is a really real option for him. The money, who else? I don't know, will be there, and a new challenge and opportunity. So it'll be really interesting. You said we need a GM now. Kevin saying if we get Bob Myers, Wes is getting fired first day. And that's a part of the article that, let me pull that up actually. That's a part of the article that Joshua Robbins and David Aldridge came out with today. They asked a few executives, they asked them questions pretty much and reversed the roles. They said, if you was in an interview and you had to ask Ted Leonsis questions, what would your questions be? And they said a lot of what we as Wizards fans have said before. As far as the GM, how much power is he going to have? What is his goals? Does he want to win? Is he just okay with getting into the playoffs? What's going on with Bradley Beal? Are you okay with moving Bradley Beal? They had a lot of questions that we've always had, so it was a good article. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. If you're subscribed to The Athletic, I'm sure they got some kind of deal going on right now. Davey said we need a real coach and demote West to assistant or defensive coach or something like that. He would still be with the franchise. It's a lot of coaches, man. Me personally, I'm letting go West. Number one, because I'm bringing in a new GM. I want him to have a clean slate with his coaching staff. There's a lot of talent. There's Budenholzer that got let go by the Bucks. Monty Williams that got let go by the Suns. Nick Nurse got let go by the Raptors. There's a lot of talent out here, coaching-wise. We saw Ime Udoka get picked up by Houston. So if there's any time to be looking for a new coach, it's right now. Because it's a lot of good coaching and championship winning coaching that's on the market right now. Or championship experience coaching that's on the market right now that the Wizards could go grab. But Ted has seemingly said we want West. He got him representing the team tonight at the podium. So who knows? Nikki said, what point guard would you want realistically at 8? Like I said, if Cam Whitmore found his way at 8 and the Wizards were at 8, I'm 100% going with Cam Whitmore. I think Cam Whitmore has a tremendous ceiling. I really like his game. I'm really impressed with him. I like him a lot. If you saw his combine, his vertical, he was up there number 1. 34% from 3 in college, 47% from the field. I think he definitely has some off the dribble shot creation abilities that he can grow on as he gets older into the league. Athleticism is there. Shooting is there. I like his game. And I think he has a really high ceiling. So I'm big on him. Just like I was big on Benedict Mathurin last season. But I don't think he gets the 8. Personally, I don't think he gets the 8. If I had to choose between Anthony Black below Cam Whitmore, is Anthony Black. If Anthony Black's there at 8 and the Wizards are there at 8, I'm going Anthony Black over Cason Wallace. And I like Wallace, but I'm going Anthony Black. His length, his defensive potential, obviously. You would hope his 3-point shooting improves as, we've seen before with other guys. It can. So his 3-point shooting can improve. But I would go with Anthony Black. If there's no Cam Whitmore there, I'm going Anthony Black. Just like a lot of Wizards fans would. It's either a lot of Wizards fans, I've seen Cason Wallace. I've seen Anthony Black. I've also seen Bilal Coulibaly. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that last name. I've seen some noise about Taylor Hendricks. One guy that I've seen Wizards fans kind of shy away from is Jarris Walker out of Houston. I've seen some people not really be big on him. Grady Dick. I don't know why I put emphasis on that. Grady Dick. I've seen some Wizards fans not really be too fond of him. So yeah, for me, Cam Whitmore, Cason Wallace, Anthony Black, those are some of the top 3 guys I'm looking at. If they stay at 8, like I said, I don't think Cam gets there. If they go top 4, if they're at 4, I'm looking at Amen Thompson or Amen Thompson. You know, I'm looking at him. So all this OTE stuff, overtime elite stuff, I get it. The competition level. You know, it was questions like that about Shaedon Sharpe as well. And Shaedon Sharpe he showed you a lot of good with Portland last season. There was questions about him and his competition level. Sure, you know, overtime elite isn't Kansas going against Kansas or Duke or something for sure. You know, but the potential is there. You see the intangibles. You know, you see the burst from a guy like Amen Thompson. You see the size. You know, so it's a lot of things that they show that even though the competition isn't elite level, you still see a lot, man. You see athleticism, you see bursts, you see certain things, you know. That don't change with the competition level. That's them. And they can do that at the next level too. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Jay, what's going on with you? You said why Grady remind me of Larry Bird. People was making fun of him at that video that came out of him at the combine, man. I saw somebody say he ran like an Amish person. But the combine don't make or break you. There's a lot of combine warriors that don't end up being that good. You know. Hey. Matter of fact, speaking of Wes, y'all, we got a video 4 minutes ago that the Wizards just dropped on their channel. We got a video right now from Wes. Talk to me, Wes.
Chicago. Let's hope for some good luck. Hey, Wizards fans, it's Coach Unseld. We're headed to the lottery here in Chicago. Let's hope for some good luck. Hey, Wizards.
Okay. Let's hope for some good luck. Oh, all right. Retweet. I'll retweet that. All right, Wes. Go ahead. Go ahead and give us some luck, man. Go ahead and give us some luck. Nick, what's going on? You said, do you honestly think we will get lucky finally with the top 4 pick, or do you think it will end up being 8 or 9? I'm going to keep positivity, man. I'm going to keep positivity. Look, you know what? It's 7:54. It's about to be lottery time. I'm about to have to cut the lottery on. One time for the one time. Let's see how many spins it takes. Let's see how many spins it takes for us to get number 1. Let's see. Let's see. 1 spin. We drop to 9. That's no good. 2 spins. Stay at 8. 3 spins. We stay at 8. 4 spins. We stay at 8. 5 spins. Down to 9. 6 spins. Down to 9. 7 spins. Down to 9. 8 spins. Be number 1. 8 spins. 8 spins, man. You know. Be getting number 1. I'm going to leave it on that screen as I take it off for good luck. But most realistically, we're either going to be 8 or 9. Realistically. But I'm speaking it into existence, as they say. I'm speaking it into existence. 8 spins for 8th pick is crazy. Biggie said, would you push for Draymond Green or Jordan Poole? I think the Warriors are going to push for Draymond Green to return. I think Draymond's going to go back to Golden State. Even if he opts out, I think he goes back to Golden State. Jordan Poole, I've seen a lot of Wizards fans talking about Jordan Poole. I mean, my thoughts on Jordan Poole, he had a bad playoffs for sure. Only thing I don't like is that contract. I know he's young. I'm just not interested in picking up no big contracts, even if it is rebuilding. I don't want no big contracts. Me personally. Even though I still think Jordan Poole is talented, he just had a bad playoffs. But in the finals last season, you know, he had a good playoffs. Biz, you said, why did I look like a scene off The Wire to drink with Wes? Davey said if we can get Anthony Black, Jarris Walker, or Casey Wallace. Like I said, between those three, I'm taking Anthony Black. I'm taking Anthony Black out of those three. Steve, you said wasn't West at the lottery last year. That's what I thought. He may have been. Maybe. Possibly. He may have been. Nick, you said, are you going to be able to show the draft lottery on screen? No. I'm going to just be able to hear the volume. You guys are just going to hear the volume because I don't want to get hit with that copyright. Oh, and also, not even that. If I were to show you something on ESPN, it blocks it out on the stream, I believe. So even when I hit watch, it doesn't show. Because I think I did that before, not to show, but it just popped up as I was switching my scenes on OBS. And whatever's shown on the ESPN's website, it pops up as black on stream. So I think ESPN has their own, like, copyright thing. So if you're watching on, like, YouTube, it blacks out the screen. So even if I wanted to, I don't think I could. I could just play the volume. But even if I could, I wouldn't. Because ESPN will get my video, and the NBA will probably get this stream up out of here. Copyrighted. Playoff Wall, you said, who you got us drafting when we get the 10th pick? 10th pick is nasty. I would think Casey Wallace, or then you talking about some other options, man. I'm not even thinking about 10. I'm not thinking about 10. I ain't thinking about 10. You know, we thinking top 4. We thinking top 4, man. We thinking top 4. We thinking top 4. I'm going to say top 4 times to speak it into existence. Top 4, top 4, top 4, top 4. We locking it in. We locked it in. We gonna get through 12. We gonna get through 11, right? We gonna get through 10. We gonna be nervous at 10. 10, you start to get a little nervous. It's like, all right, once we get to 10, we gonna get a little nervous. Like, all right, that's that 6% right there. Once we get to 10, we start getting a little nervous. Hope our names don't get called. A name not gonna be called at 10. We gonna be like, all right, cool. 9 gonna come. Everybody think we going at 9. We not gonna go at 9. We gonna be like, all right, 8. Let's see if we get lucky. Cause last season we made it to 10. If our name ain't get called at 10, we was top 4. But we got called at 10. If our names ain't getting called at 8, we turning up. We don't care about what else is going on at the moment. We turning up. We don't hear our names. At 8. We don't hear our names at 8. We turning up. We top 4 bound, baby. We getting us a Thompson. We getting us a Victor. Or we getting us a Brandon Miller. Or we getting us a Henderson. We getting us one of them. We getting us one of them. You say 4 times too, buddy. McNabb, so I'm just praying for top 5. Ain't no top 5. It's top 4. We can't get 5 even if we wanted 5. Biggie said Johnny Davis should be representing the draft for the Wizards. I don't know about that. Man. David said I'll take Vic over Indy if we in top. To get Victor, you got to get number 1. Ain't no number 2 in getting Victor. You got to get number 1 to get Victor. Number 2, now you're talking about who you want. You want Scoot, you want a Thompson twin, or you want Brandon Miller. Who you want? Davey said, I know we are in for an upcoming draft lottery, but I just want to highlight a guy named Quinn Jackson. This guy has the it factor. Shout out Quinn Jackson. I'm a big Quinn Jackson guy. I like him. You know, he was doing things in the summer league. Then he did some stuff in the G League. Then he came in, got some time on the NBA, some NBA time. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Let me tap in real quick. Let me tap into the ESPN. Here we go. Let me put the headphones on. If it will let me click. Dang, ESPN, let me tap in. Hello? All right, well, that's throwing me off. But be tap in real quick on the phone. Don't know why my computer. ESPN is being weird right there.
Tonight, there's only one victor.
Bob McNabb said F it top 3. Stevie said if we get the number 1 pick, I'm trading it. I mean, could that be an option if the Wizards are trying to get like a big name? I mean, you got a lot of... I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't trade it. I'm getting Victor. Me personally, I'm going to get Victor.
Legend of Air Jordan, the 3rd pick in the 1984 draft. It still resides along Rush Street and beyond. And the shadows of
hopes they rest squarely on the shoulders of a potential heir, Victor Wembanyama, the consensus top pick, who in mere minutes will have his NBA home mapped out. And how often do you see a number 1 pick playing in a game on the same day they will find out their fate in the NBA, as you can see here. And at after 2 a.m. in Paris, France, there he is with his family waiting to find out where he may be headed. Welcome to the 39th annual NBA Draft Lottery presented by State Farm, coming to you live from McCormick Place, Chicago. And folks, this is without question one of the most highly anticipated nights in draft lottery history. Hello, I'm Malika Andrews alongside our senior NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski.
Guys, cross fingers. We can only hope. We got the reveal in 14 minutes. I'm nervous, low key. I'm nervous, y'all. I'm low-key nervous. I ain't gonna cap. I just hope we don't go back. I just hope we don't go back. That's all. I just don't want us to go backwards. If we stay at 8, we stay at 8. I don't want to go to 9. Now, if we go to 10, I'm giving up. I'm cutting stream off. You know, but I'm not thinking about the negative right now. You know, I'm not thinking about the typical Wizards luck. I'm thinking we getting some good luck. I got the John Wall jersey on. You know, we getting top 4. I'm not even asking for number 1. But if we get top 4, then I'm gonna ask for number 1. But I just want top 4. Give us a chance, man. Help us out, NBA. Help us out. You know what I mean? Wizards fans need this. We need this. I need this. We need this. Help us out. Kevin said, I hope Ted paid the album Silver to rig it in our favor. I hope, man. I hope. Once again, thank 35 of you guys for being in here. Appreciate the likes. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure to like it. If you want to donate, you can donate if you want to do that. Appreciate my members for being in here. Shout out to y'all. I'm getting nervous, man. I'm not going to cap. We got about 12 minutes till the reveal. We speak it positively, man. It's our time right now for the lottery. I'm feeling it. It's our time. It's our time. It's our time. You also know what I hate as well? I hate when things don't start on time. Maybe because I watch baseball a lot now. When baseball say a game starts at 1:35, for example, the game starts at 1:35 or 1:36, maybe 1:32. An ESPN game says it starts at 8 o'clock. The game may not start till about 8:15, 8:20. The lottery says it's coming on at 8 o'clock. We got a reveal in 14 minutes. That's not 8 o'clock. I'm ready to go. Turn me up. I'm telling all these programs need to be on that baseball timing, man. Baseball, when they tell you a time, they try to have a pitch at exactly that time or as close as possible to it. I'm telling you. Nate said I'd be cool with 6. We can't get 6. Oh, unless you're not a Wiz fan. If you're a Wiz fan, we can't get 6. Michael said building around Denny, good choice or not? I would say not. I would say not. Baltimore, you said go all in, give me number 1. 6.7 chance ain't bad. I've done gotcha much worse. 6.7 chance, man. Just like let me put it like this, y'all. Let me put it like this. We got a 6.6% chance to go to number 10, right? Wizards fans will say we going number 10 before we go number 1. Y'all, we got a 0.1% better chance at going number 1 than we do at going number 10. But we say, man, we gonna end up at number 10. Why so much number 10 as opposed to number 1? We got a better chance at going at number 1 than we do at going at number 10. Just saying. Just saying. It's a 6.6 chance at 10 and a 6.7 at number 1. Just saying. We got just as much of a chance to go number 1 as we do to go number 10 and have trash luck. We got just as better of a chance to have really good luck. Just saying. I mean, it don't got to be number 1. Top 4 is a W for us, 100%. Top 4 is 100% a W for us. If you can get top 4, man, yeah. If you can get top 4, yes, sir. We got 9 minutes left to this reveal. Oh, NBA. Okay, what's going on, CJ? You always changing your name, NBA. You always changing your name. Bitch, you said Scoot or Miller. It's tough to turn down Brandon Miller, man. It's really tough to turn him down. I like Henderson, but you know, it's a guard and wing league, so I don't think you can go wrong with either of them. Brandon Miller, though, 6'9", he got that talent. 38% from 3. I personally would go Brandon Miller. I know a lot of people probably would say Scoot because we need a point guard, but shoot, trade for CP3. Get Brandon Miller. I'm big on Brandon Miller too. He's extremely talented. Even though Scoot is as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Danish, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the likes too, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate the sub as well.
Yes, sir.
Bitch, you said optimism in Wizards. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's nobody knows. You know, it's tough. Naturally, as Wizards fans, we're automatically accustomed to going worst case scenario. As a Wizards fan, we are just accustomed and programmed to go worst case scenario for our teams. We're programmed to go worst case scenario for our team, just automatically. So, hey, man. So, I'm just nervous, man. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. You say ESPN is going to take an hour to announce the picks because of the rain. Yeah, man, they taking all day. I'm hyped. Now my stomach growling because my energy's up, so my metabolism's up now. So now I'm hungry because I ain't eating a little bit. You know, I'm getting sweaty. I already took a shower after work and I'm getting sweaty now. I just need that top 4, man. I need that top 4. I need that top 4 minimum. Minimum, I need that top 4. I'm not even thinking about 9th or 10th in the draft. I'm thinking top 4 and up. I'm thinking top 4 and up, man. I'm thinking. We got 6 more minutes left. Kevin said KP would be a great mentor to Victor. A lot of people said Victor has some comparisons to KP. You know? Does it always say, bro, when you just going to give up hope? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question. Terrific question. Hey, if they drop down to 10 or something, it may be today. It may be today. Let them drop down to 10 or some foolishness like that, or 11 or some weird stuff. Or it may be today. It may be today. Ledger said Lakers win the championship. That's gonna be a good series, man. This Nuggets Lakers series to talk some playoffs is gonna be a good series. I know the Lakers are starting Schroeder today, so no Vanderbilt in the starting lineup. That's definitely gonna put Jokic. Gonna have to put him on AD, but Jokic also poses a different threat for the Lakers and Anthony Davis as well. The Lakers, when they've played the Grizzlies, especially with no Steven Adams, and the Warriors, there's no strong elite inside presence down there that's truly testing Anthony Davis. Ain't nobody been putting him up in the post. Jokic is going to back him down, put him in that post, and give him that work. You know, and Jokic don't got to score 30 points. He may give you 13 assists. You know, to go along with 13, 14 rebounds. It's going to be interesting. You know, it's not the Nuggets on a team that runs. So if it's like we got to slow their pace down, they're a terrific half-court offense. Their best player is a slow-paced player. You know, and then next thing you know, Porter Jr. got 5 threes. Jamal Murray got 33 points. Jokic got 13 assists. It's going to be very interesting. You know, on the flip side, the Lakers have been getting contributions from so many different guys. You know, whether it's Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Russell, Schroeder, Lonnie Walker. It's been so many different guys that's been giving them help. You know, and then Anthony Davis has been an elite defensive presence down low. And LeBron has been doing his thing. And the defense has been terrific for the Lakers so far this postseason. So it's going to be a terrific Western Conference Finals, man. It really is. It's going to be a really good matchup. And then on the Eastern Conference, you got the Celtics and the Heat. I think that'll be a really good matchup. I'm more confident on the Celtics winning than I am on the Nuggets or Lakers winning. I could see that being a little bit more of a toss-up. Not saying I don't think the Heat have a chance. They definitely have a chance, especially with the way Jimmy's been playing. So, yeah. NBA, you said the Philadelphia Bulldogs are winning the NFC? Smart man. Smart man. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left till reveal time. But yes, sir. Kevin said, are you going to do play-by-play this season, D? Yeah, I'm going to definitely do more. I got a couple of things coming up. I'm trying to get some interviews this offseason with some Wizards reporters. Not live, but, you know, as separate videos that I'm going to upload as videos to my channel. I'm trying to get some interviews going. Trying to switch up some of the content. Next season, we're definitely, especially if we get Victor, I'm streaming every game. But yeah, definitely going to try to get back to the play-by-plays, especially to start the season, you know, where everybody's hope is up. And then talk some more NBA topics, upload some more NBA-related videos as well, and NBA topics, and not just strictly Wizard stuff. Do it all. You say how much wins next season if y'all get the number 4 pick? It's tough. We gotta I gotta see how the rest of the season folds. I gotta see who's going to be the GM. I gotta see a couple of things. Not gonna lie. Kevin said only nuggets that's good is nuggets from McDonald's with sweet and sour sauce. That's facts. After the stream, I may go get some McDonald's and get some sweet and sour sauce and some nuggets. Actually, Biggie said I feel like this is deja vu from last year where we all got excited and was let down. You gotta keep the faith, man. McNabb, he said both series are going to be gritty dogfights, all 4 defensive/physical teams. Yeah, and that's why defense is important, Wizards. Defense, you got to make it to the end. You got to be good defensively. Nikki said interviews will be amazing. Yeah, I'm trying to get locked in on that. You know, I've already had some relationships with some guys, you know, so I'm going to try to capitalize on that more. Stevie said 3 of the Wizards NBA players from this year are in the playoffs, 2 from last year. Wizards representation, baby. All right, we got a minute.
Lands anywhere from 11 to 14. Their pick will go to New York as a result of the Kristaps Porzingis trade in 2019. Now, the Mavericks, they were heavily fined for intentionally resting players at the end of the regular season to try to protect this positioning. Now it's time to meet the representatives who are on stage tonight. Representing New Orleans is Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations, David Griffin, the man who was on stage in 2019 when the Pelicans won the Zion Williamson lottery. Toronto has sent general manager Bobby Webster, and representing Oklahoma City is amateur evaluation scout Nick Collison, who spent a record 15 seasons with the franchise. Chicago has sent Dalen Terry, who was the 18th pick in last year's NBA draft, and representing Dallas is general manager and president of basketball operations Nico Harrison. Utah has sent Colin Sexton, who just finished his first season with the Jazz and was the 8th pick in the 2018 draft. And then representing Washington is head coach Wes Unseld Jr. Indiana has sent Tyrese Halliburton, who was selected to his first NBA All-Star game this season. And representing Orlando, head coach Jamal Mosley, who was on the podium here last year when the Magic were awarded the first pick. They are hoping to have similar luck here tonight. And then Portland has sent Brandon Roy, a 3-time NBA All-Star during his tenure with the Blazers. And representing Charlotte, Mark Williams, who was the 15th pick in the 2022 draft. As for San Antonio, they have sent managing partner Peter J. Holt. Houston has sent new head coach Ime Udoka. And finally, representing Detroit is 2004 NBA champion Ben Wallace, who is also a member of the Pistons front office.
You're getting a lot.
All right, here we go. That is NBA Senior Vice President and Chief Security Officer Leon Newsom. He is escorting the only man in this entire ballroom who knows the results of the draft lottery. Mark Dielli from the accounting firm of Ernst & Young, who is delivering the sealed envelopes to the podium. But now, the time has come. Here is the NBA Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer Mark Tatum, who will reveal the order of the lottery picks for the 2023 NBA Draft.
Come on. Top four.
Thank you, Malika, and good luck, everyone.
Dallas will keep their pick. Had it fallen out of the top 10, it would have gone to New York due to the Kristaps Porzingis trade.
The 9th pick goes to the Utah Jazz.
Hey, here we go. Let me not hear that name. I'm not even gonna look.
The 8th pick will be made by
I'm not even gonna look. The Pacers ain't jump. All right. Whatever. The Pacers ain't jump.
Pick number 6 goes to
The Pacers ain't jump.
the Orlando Magic.
All right.
Everything going to form thus far. Only one envelope left before we know the teams in the top 4.
The 5th pick will be made by
It ain't the coin flip.
the Detroit
type
Pistons.
Of thing, so.
Wow, Detroit fell all the way out.
Wow, Detroit's at 5?
And that means there are 4 remaining.
man.
Houston, San Antonio, the Charlotte Hornets, and the Portland Trailblazers. But
Dang,
who will walk
Pistons?
away with the number 1 pick? Coming
Pistons
up,
the
the
number 1
drama,
odds,
it
and they're out
continues.
of the
We
top
find out
5?
the
Now
order
that's
of
unlucky.
those top 4 picks in the 2023 NBA Draft.
Blazers
That's when we come back.
So the Blazers jump into the top 4 from number 5. Detroit takes their spot.
The NBA Draft Lottery is presented by State Farm.
So there's nothing
the
crazy.
State
There's
Farm
no
Personal
crazy
Price
jumps.
Plan helps you create
There
an
were no
affordable
crazy
price
jumps.
just for you.
So you got Portland, Charlotte, Houston, San Antonio.
Everything looks so
There's
good.
no crazy jumps.
Right?
Nothing,
I'm hearing the new Google Pixel.
nothing crazy. So not the most exciting, but yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, I'm thinking Spurs, y'all. I'm thinking Spurs. I'm thinking Spurs. I said we're cooked. No, you said you gotta get the cherry blossom. I had to do the throwback, man. I had to do the throwback for you know, for luck. But 8th pick is pretty it's pretty anticlimactic. I'm not gonna cap. That was pretty anticlimactic. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It was pretty anticlimactic. I'm not gonna cap. So at least, like I said, if the Pacers would have jumped, I would have been pissed. If the Pacers would have jumped, I would have been pissed. I'm not gonna crap. I'm not gonna cap. Because that means that would have meant we was a coin flip away from getting the number 1 pick or being top 4. Which means that Heat game that we won would have been the reason we wasn't top 4. But that didn't happen. At least. Oh my God, bro. I was so hoping I didn't hear Wizards at 8, bro. I was so hoping I didn't hear Washington Wizards at 8. Once we got past 9, dang, man. I guess we'll see. We'll see the rest of this top 4. See if the Blazers get lucky and go from 5 to 1. I'm gonna lock back out of chat so I can see. But that's tough. You know, once I seen Utah, I said, okay, things going according to plan, man. I was so hoping I didn't hear our names. I was so hoping that we didn't hear our names. Dang, man. It was the same as last season, too. We got to 10. I was so hoping we didn't hear our name. I was so hoping we didn't hear our freaking name. It sucks. Like, it's anticlimactic because you're not mad because you didn't drop. You're not mad, so you didn't drop because you didn't drop. You're where you're projected to be. So you're looking at the same guys that you were already looking at. So that's nothing changes there. You're not mad because you dropped. You're not excited because you didn't jump. So you're not hyped. You're just like, oh, where we're projected to go. Okay. It's just very anticlimactic. I'm not gonna cap. Because it's a lot of build up and it's a lot of hype and it's a lot of hope. But at least we ain't dropped, right? And at least the Pacers ain't win the coin flip and then get a chance to jump. You know, so we looking at guys like Anthony Black, we looking at guys like Whitmore, we looking at guys like Cason Wallace, guys of those natures. We're looking at that. Damn it. Oh, man. I done worked my hunger up, my appetite up, and all of that for 8. Very, very anticlimactic.
20 years from now, Victor Wembanyama taking, is that a Polaroid? Selfies with his family, waiting to find out where he may be calling home in just a matter of minutes. We're actually going to talk to Victor soon, but first, let's find out the final 4 picks, the order of the draft lottery. Who will it be that walks away number 1? Is it Houston, San Antonio, Charlotte, or Portland? Joining us once again to announce the order of the top 4 picks in the NBA Draft Lottery is Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer Mark Tatum.
Thanks again, Malika. The 4th pick in the NBA Draft goes to the
I got Spurs number 1. It only makes sense. The
2nd pick will be made by
in San Antonio. Yep.
The Charlotte Hornets. And that means that the number 1 pick in the 2023 NBA Draft goes to the San Antonio Spurs.
The San Antonio Spurs walk away with the first overall pick in the 2023 draft.
You just had the feeling it was going to be the Spurs. You just had the feeling it was going to be the Spurs. You had the feeling. Had the feeling. And feel bad for the Pistons. Had the number one, not the best odds, but tied for the best odds. And you drop out of the top 4. That's tough. 100% tough. So yeah, so the only real huge shakeup was Portland going from 5 to number 3. From going to 5 to number 3. Spurs, I call Spurs. He said, bro, no one wants Wemby in San Antonio. Must see some OMG, AV, and Johnny. Right. Then you said that Brandon Miller goes 2, Scoot maybe 3, maybe, and Scoot maybe falls 4 to 5. Baltimore, you said Tim Duncan effect. Biz, y'all saying rigged. Biz, you said hope he never have to go through lottery anxiety again. Oof. I feel like a lot of people called the Spurs. They just had the feeling. I feel like I know a lot of people said Spurs is winning. It was going to be the Spurs. It was going to be Pop with Victor. I mean, it only made sense. So the Spurs tanked and they won. Nick, you said do a mock draft. I may do that I gotta look at all the intel. Man, Victor going to the It is what it is, man. It is what it is, guys. I'm a little tired, man. I need to go eat. I ain't gonna cap, y'all. I need to go eat. I'm tired. That's probably gonna do it for me. I don't work myself up to be indifferent. Disappointing. But let's not do this lottery thing again, man. Let's not do it. If the plan is to win, please. Wizards at 8, man. Thumbs down, bro. But that's gonna be it, man. Wizards 8th pick. Get your mocks ready. Get everything ready. Everything's official and set. Wizards don't move up. They don't move down. They stay where they're projected to go. Who do I blame? Wes. Maybe if I was there, we would have got top 4. Maybe. That's the facts. That's just the facts. Facts doesn't. Maybe if we had Braun, man. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Indifferent night. I really don't feel anything after all that. It's just like tonight. What tonight felt like was, let's say you're a huge baseball fan, right? You're a huge baseball fan. Your favorite player is Shohei Ohtani, and he's slated to pitch. First time going to a baseball game, you're seeing your favorite player. He's slated to pitch that night. You go to you're ready. It's almost game time. You're happy. And then he gets scratched from the lineup. Like, damn. You know, like, I mean, it's tough. But, oh well. Yeah, life moves on, guys. We move, as they say. But, Jay said, I'm hype. Anthony Black, a new GM. Let's go. Anthony Black, I would assume, will be probably one of the more mocked guys to the Wizards. I would assume. So, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the new GM thinks. I don't know what the new GM does. What maybe the new GM wants to trade the pick. Who knows? Who knows, guys? We can't really know until we know who's going to be the GM of this team. If it's going to be Bob Myers, if it's going to be Milt Newton, whatever that dude's name is. So yeah. Yeah, so that's all I got, guys. Indifferent night, not mad, not excited, just blah. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in with me, man. I appreciate all the likes. It was fun for the time being. But I want you guys to have a good night, man. And that's about it. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Wizards at 8. And that's it. So, peace. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, man.